In September of 2025, a restraining order sent, shockwaves through the true crime community. But behind the legal filings lay a meticulously coordinated series of events, allegedly involving a podcaster, hidden true crime, a police detective, Bobbi Jo Olsen of the Aurora Police Department, and the misuse of official resources, CrimeCon police. Welcome to Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations. I'm Kathy. I'm here to put together a timeline for you that will show you exactly why I feel that this was a calculated, meticulously mean, put together, premeditated act by Lauren Mathias of Hidden True Crime against Christina. Our story begins almost exactly a month before the restraining order was filed with a public statement from Christina. Look at this TikTok.
Of course you hate her. She's the keeper of the screenshots, the receipts, the inconvenient truths that would burn your false kingdom to the fucking ground.
This TikTok hints at significant revelations. This will become a focal point, often cited by Lauren Mathias, Dr. John Babe Mathias, and her allies, or hidden gems, or minions, as you might call them, as a reason for seeking legal protection. Just 2 days after Christina's TikTok, which was released on July 31st, 2025, Lauren Mathias publicly announced her plans to attend a major industry event. You got it. CrimeCon in Colorado.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Let's see. Miss Kim wants to know, is Lauren going to CrimeCon?
Yes. That's so fun. Wait, so I was actually going to announce that later today. That was the thing where I said, I'm taking a break. And then I'm like, well, I have a live actually later. But yes, I am going to go. Not
So
to,
cool.
yeah, I will be there. That was like finalized. And so, yes, I will. I'll leave it at that.
Wow. That's awesome. I debated long and hard about it because I was like, it will be very, very people-y there. There's going to be a lot of humans.
So people-y. People-y is like the best adverb for it. People-y? Yeah.
Eek. But I've got, I have a room that's off property. So I think it was Paul from Reporting Live from My Sofa told me that you can sort of be there and be in the mix and everything. But when you're ready to just sort of be like, okay, I need to be done with this for a little bit, to just go and take yourself away.
That's true.
So, yeah. So I'm like,
That's
okay,
true.
I can sort of be in the mix and then be not in the mix. That would be really awesome.
Right. I'm going to take with me some of Aunt Vicky's fly swatters, and I'll have those to, for people if you see me. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Oh, wait, then a couple of makeup questions came in.
This announcement set the stage for a dramatic confrontation at the very event where the restraining order would ultimately be served. Yeah. So, there's that. But hold tight, there's more. Weeks later, on September 1st, just days before CrimeCon was set to begin, Lauren Mathias hosted Aurora Police Detective Bobbi Jo Olsen on her podcast. Conveniently, just days before CrimeCon, which was taking place in, you got it, Aurora, Colorado. She has police detective from Aurora, Colorado on her podcast.
To the hidden true crime community, our hidden gems, we have an incredible interview today with two women I greatly admire. We have Detective Bobbi Jo Olsen and Detective Molly Harris. They were lead detectives, investigators on the James Craig case, which we covered that case and trial in full. I have to tell you, ladies, again, just how honored I am to sit with.
This interview established a clear personal and professional connection between Lauren and a key figure within the Aurora Police Department. The most concerning detail of this timeline emerges with an email sent shortly thereafter by Detective Bobbi Jo Olsen herself. The email, directed towards worker bees, presumably off-duty police working security at CrimeCon, explicitly requesting the service of the restraining order. Crucially, the email refers to Lauren Mathias as a vendor. And you and I both know that Lauren was not a vendor at this event. She was a patron, an attendee. This email refers to Lauren Mathias as a vendor, and that implies a non-official, perhaps transactional relationship. But even more alarming, you guys, Lauren Mathias herself was CC'd on this official communication. This, to me, suggests direct coordination between a police detective and a private citizen regarding the use of police personnel for a civil matter. Now, just 3 days after the police interview and 1 day before CrimeCon was to officially begin, the restraining order was filed. The timing could not have been more precise, designed to take effect exactly when Christina and Lauren were expected to be in the same professional space, CrimeCon. And indeed, during CrimeCon, that weekend in Colorado, Christina was served with the restraining order. This dramatic public service was later followed by judicial action, as you might remember. The restraining order was ultimately dismissed, with the judge reportedly expressing concerns that the action was primarily an attempt to silence Christina MacArthur or remove her from the shared professional sphere of CrimeCon.
With the legal definition.
Okay. What about harassment?
I don't know what that's going to qualify as, and I can't get into everything. I would say, Ms. MacArthur, I'd be careful in the way you do that. But again, if she's just saying negative stuff, this is not, again, a stalking injunction is not a remedy for shutting down speech that a person doesn't like somebody saying about them. And it seems like that's what you're trying to do in this case.
Well, again, Your Honor, I would argue that we're not asking to restrict her speech. She can still go anywhere else.
That is speech. Online speech is every bit as protected as anywhere else.
Some forms of speech, like threats and defamation, are not protected.
And that's what I put specifically.
And if that's the best we can do, like that's most clear we can be. I understand. I just wanted to ask for any additional clarification you can give to be instructive to both parties.
Yep. Okay. I think I've been clear on that. Mr. Dunkelberger, anything from your side?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
More questions arose regarding Lauren Mathias's presence at the event. Despite allegedly only holding a general admission ticket for CrimeCon, a photograph circulated showing her wearing a speaker badge. That discrepancy further fueled speculation about the intentions behind the restraining order and the image being projected at the event. From a public TikTok to a strategically timed restraining order, allegedly facilitated by law enforcement, the events surrounding Lauren Mathias and Christina MacArthur raise serious questions about the intersection of true crime media, personal disputes, and the potential misuse of official power. The full story behind this calculated order continues to unfold.
Yeah. Can I, yep.
So I'm aware of just a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah.
But enough I'm letting you know that they're coming down here.
But I was here first.
That doesn't matter.
But they don't do that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Not the state of Colorado. Okay. You are the restrained party.
Okay, but question. And I'm just, hold on.
Sure.
I
want to educate you.
Thank you.
Really
Yeah. No, I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen for sure. Like, I just guess. Hold on. Can I breathe for a sec? Hold on.
Please do. Please do. And I know you traveled out here and stuff like that, and this probably wasn't what you were expecting. So I'm trying to be reasonable, professional, polite.
So she, I don't even know how to phrase what I'm thinking, so I guess I need a second. So me being here for the past 2 hours doesn't matter if she wants to come down here.
Because you're the restrained party in the state of Colorado. And I know that's not what you
know. What do I do? This is, hold on. I think it's clear that I'm not the one who's doing the, I know, I'm not trying to convince you. I know, I'm not trying to convince you.
I know a judge signed a piece of paper.
I know. And in Utah, you don't have to prove anything but a paper signed, which sucks because then it's the weekend and but.
So my question is, like, if this is going to be the bar they hang out at tonight, there's a huge hotel. Is there another bar around?
She's going to follow me there.
I don't think she's going to follow.
Everyone will follow me there. She'll follow me there. I know. So that's my point. It's like, I'm in a lose-lose situation.
Well, and when it comes to these restraining orders, I'm not going to lie. It is, like, the burden does fall on you a lot, right? And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's...
But so that's why I made sure, like, I came down. There's no one here. I'm here.
And you're well within your rights.
Yeah.
But based on the way Colorado interprets those, and I haven't read it all, I'll be honest with you. I know it exists. If you want me to read it, I think I have a copy of it in an email.
You know, my heart breaks for Christina. She seems to be a lovely person. She was only going to CrimeCon. As you can tell, if you can't tell that she wasn't there to stalk Lauren, then you really need to check your bias at the door because she's upset. She's crying. She went down there. They made sure that Lauren wasn't down there. Then Lauren sends a police officer to say, oh, you have to leave now. Lauren wants to come down. The princess, the queen wearing the crown. It's just, to me, it's gotten way out of hand at this point. If Christina was there first, Lauren, go to another place. It's a huge, huge hotel, huge convention center, more than one bar. Come on. So my heart breaks for Christina watching that. It's more than cruel. Now we'll watch a little bit more of Officer with Christina.
She's going to follow me there.
I don't think she's going to follow.
Everyone will follow me there. She'll follow me there. I know. So that's my point. It's like, I'm in a lose-lose situation.
Well, and when it comes to these restraining orders, I'm not going to lie. It is, like, the burden does fall on you a lot, right? And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's...
This
so
is
you can get back there
gonna
and
happen.
have a conversation with a judge back in Utah, because that's her position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for being kind.
Yep.
No,
I'm trying to be
I already love you guys.
24 years in law enforcement, there ain't no need to get worked up about.
I already loved you guys before, like, I mean, you did the Jim Craig and Aurora, but the level of respect I have for how you handled this is thank you.
I do.
I try to acknowledge that with, especially police officers, because are awesome. Okay, I feel like you're gonna, I'm not saying this because of you. I'm saying she's gonna get you guys to arrest me eventually.
Well, I will tell you, if you walk away, like, I go home tonight, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here all night. I'm not, today's my day. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, if I believe that you're gonna be cooperative and things like that, you know.
Yeah. But so that's why I made sure, like, I came down, there's no one here, I'm here.
and you're well within your rights.
Yeah.
But based on the way Colorado interprets those, and I haven't read it all, I'll be honest with you. I know it exists. If you want me to read it, I think I have a copy of it in an email or something.
Yeah, no, I would love that just because
But,
I know that she's going to have me arrested no matter what.
well, and I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah, no, I know. So,
I want you to come out here and have a good time. I don't know the full story. There's
no, and I
no way
don't
I
need you to
can,
know
I
the
can know the
story.
whole story, right?
Yeah.
And so I know I don't want to see you get arrested.
What happens if a person, like, what happens hypothetically if a person does get arrested and let's say hypothetically, like, I'm arrested. I've done nothing wrong, period.
Well, you would have to have done something wrong to get arrested.
No, I mean, like, no, but like, obviously we have this form, this paper, right? We have the paper in Utah. Like, I looked it all up because I'm like, how the freak did this get approved? You know? And you don't have to prove anything to file for one. And I have accepted that I cannot go to CrimeCon, which is $2,000. I paid, I know, and I'm not saying but I've accepted that.
Airfare, hotel.
Exactly. I have accepted
It's for like $400 for the cheap end of it.
that, and I got the premium.
Okay, so
Like, yeah, so you get it. So, but I have accepted that is my lot right now, and I will freaking handle it at home. But Grayson is right there. She just walked past me. She ID'd me just now. I'm sorry, I'm recording you.
Now let's get into the email. Okay, let's get to this email. The email is titled Forward Threat to CrimeCon. So it is from Bobbi Olsen through government official email at aurora.gov.org. She sent this on Thursday, September 4th at 2:09 p.m., the same day that Christina was served with the restraining order. The subject, threat to CrimeCon vendor, starts out with, by the way, as I mentioned, CC'd to hiddentruecrime@gmail.com, which really rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what you think. Leave comments. So it says, hello, worker bees. A true crime podcast host, Lauren Matthias, and her producer, Grayson Yore, will be attending CrimeCon September 5th through the 7th and staying at the Gaylord Hotel. Lauren has been experiencing threats from a former fangirl who has also stalked her repeatedly at court appearances and events like CrimeCon. So let's talk about that for a minute. Fangirl, Christina met Lauren about a year prior. Christina was already going to trials, the Daybell trial. Some people just do that. That's how much most of these girls met. They were going to trials. They watched the trials. I was at the Daybell trial and several of them were there. So to put this out there as if Christina's following Lauren around is just such misinformation. Also, court appearances and events like CrimeCon. In 2024, Christina was sold or given, I'm not sure which, Lauren's pass to CrimeCon because Lauren wasn't going to be able to make it due to the trial she was attending. So if Christina and Lauren only knew each other for a year, and in 2024, Christina received Lauren's admission pass to CrimeCon, then how on earth was Christina stalking her repeatedly at events like CrimeCon? In my opinion, it's completely manipulative and misinformation, twisted. Goes on to say, a Utah judge issued a no-contact order today, September 4th, 2025, against Christina, prohibiting her from contacting Lauren, her family, and her staff. Her staff. Grayson, that'd be her staff. The court order includes a stay-away order specifically mentioning other and lists 2025 CrimeCon Expo, Denver, Colorado, schedule September 5th through 7th. This order is a direct response to the potential risk at CrimeCon. Christina spoke with a producer from another network and confirmed she was attending. Threat. Using words like threat. Think about how this is worded. Utah officers attempted to serve Christina this morning, but were informed by her husband that she had already left for her flight to Denver. It would be fair to say Christina should have knowledge of the court order, but has not been personally served. I have attached the court order that Christina needs to be served with if she attends CrimeCon. Per the order, Christina is not allowed to attend CrimeCon. Lauren informed me she would have a printed copy with her in case an officer did not have one. Well, Bobbi, buddy, BFF, Lauren's going to cover it if your officers don't because, she's scared for her life and feels threatened. But she'll walk around with that restraining order and provide it to your officers in the event they don't have one. To be certain that Christina cannot come into CrimeCon. To be certain that Christina gets arrested, which is pretty much my opinion, and it sounds like it's Christina's opinion, that's exactly what Lauren wanted out of this whole entire thing. Going through social media pages, I would classify Christina as an agitator. She has posted several videos documenting her interactions with law enforcement. I have attached photos of Christina below, some of her social media pages, and names of some of her acquaintances. Agitator. I would consider this quite the opposite. Lauren, to me, is the agitator here. She has gone above and beyond to make certain she was at CrimeCon, to make certain Christina could not get into CrimeCon, to make certain that her fears were projected out there to law enforcement, who she became buddy with at the James Craig trial. And honestly, I really feel like this was so calculated and so inappropriate. And I don't think Lauren deserves her platform on YouTube at this point. I really don't. I think this is horrible. The more I read, the more I thought this was starting to fade away, to be honest with you. But the more I read, the more that things continue to show up, the more I realize that this is crap. This is bad. This is gross. This is terrible. This is not okay. Lauren will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times throughout the conference. Currently, Lauren and Grayson will be involved in the following scheduled events. Then they name three events, one on Friday at 2:40 p.m., one at 4 p.m., and then one on Saturday at 10:20 p.m. I find it really interesting that Bobbi Joe believes that Lauren will be speaking during various times throughout the conference. Clearly, this was presented to Bobbi Joe. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt here. Clearly, this was presented to Bobbi Joe as a true stalking case, as something that Lauren was required or had committed to going there professionally to speak. Let me read that sentence again. Lauren will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times throughout the conference. Yeah, speaking to Grayson, speaking to Megan Connor, speaking to Trisha Griffith, who I'm very disappointed in, by the way, with all of this, and to Joe Schmo, who was just a schmuck at this point. Didn't even realize what he's getting his dumbass into at this point. Like, oh my goodness. But please, people, learn something from this. Do not blindly think that you have some parasocial relationship with this YouTuber who is literally nobody. She's right. She's no Johnny Depp. She's no Amber Heard. She's no Gwyneth Paltrow. Interesting that she brings up all those people that had trials, right? Because I really think in her mind of minds, she thinks she is in that category, in my opinion, from this whole thing as this unfolds. It goes on to say Christina's friends that have instigated the stalking and videoed interactions and names them Janice, Liz, Lindsay, la, la, la. Lauren and Grayson have real safety concerns regarding Christina and her friends due to the threats that have been directed towards Lauren. Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement. Maybe to rub elbows with y'all and get some interviews and to use you for things like this. Huge supporters to make you her minions, her flying monkeys. That's what I see. During your travels while working off duty at the Gaylord this weekend, can you please take note of Christina and serve her with the court order if she attempts to gain entry? Lauren and Grayson would also appreciate it if you could attend their known appearances, noted above if time allows you to. Known appearances. They're attendees. They are attendees. They're no different than if I showed up at CrimeCon with the general admission ticket. If you showed up at CrimeCon with a general admission ticket. They're attendees. They are patrons. They are nothing. They're known appearances. I'll be in the ladies' room at 6:30 for my known appearance in front of the mirror to look at myself. Below are Lauren and Grayson's cell phone numbers. If a safety concern arises, please reach out to them. And then she gives the numbers. Thank you. And let me know if you have any questions.
I don't know.
Officers.
Okay.
What were your guys' names?
Yeah.
Raymer. Bovan.
Vovan and Raymer?
Mhm.
Thank you guys.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
officers. We appreciate Aurora. You guys have. I was talking to Bobby Joe this morning. I was like, this is the first people that have listened to us. And
Well, we got information emailed to us the other day,
yeah.
so we kind of already had a heads up of what was going on.
Yeah.
Bobbi Olsen, detective, Major Crimes Homicide Unit, Police, City of Aurora. Detective, Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Go back in your lane, Bobbi Joe, because you are outside of your lane here. There is no threat to CrimeCon. There is no threat to Lauren and Grayson. And I hope you're embarrassed by this at this point. I really, truly hope you're embarrassed that you fell into a parasocial relationship with a YouTuber by the name of Lauren Matthias. They're con artists, Bobbi Joe. They're con artists. They are scamming, scamandaing, whatever you want to call it. All of these, quote, hidden gems, they're Patreons. We've all seen it. We saw her laughing with Dr. John when they told people they had to pay for a higher tier if they wanted to see these text messages. We saw John lose his shit over Lori Vallow from years ago on his little rant about Brad Pitt. Con artists, go support channels that truly are doing something good out there, not channels that are scamming you for your super chats. Please think about it. This has done such a disservice to this true crime community. This is why there's such things as crama channels, because the lack of respect that has happened through people like Bullhorn Betty, Lauren Matthias, and what's that other guy's name? The con man that's been... Oh, yes, JLR. They've made a fool out of us who really want to be here for victims. And it's disgusting. So with that being said, thank you for watching Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations. I'm Kathy. Please stay safe and stay well, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.